So the market's been open about 15 minutes, so the 15-minute opening range is set. This 5-minute candle here breaking back up, and yeah, we got in here just for a quick scalp back to the upside, but it was a nice trade. We're up nicely in one of our evals, so we'll switch over to the other one, lock in that profit on that one, and yeah, good start. Alright, so the next day now, market's been open a hot minute. Got that reaction off VWAP and it broke back below the 50 EMA, but it just wasn't to be. Fuck is this coming down the stairs now? Jesus Christ. It wasn't meant to be and it came down to stop me out. Right, so gold is up at the top of the opening range. Bought the top, it did try to break away a couple of times actually. It did try to push, but we've come into previous highs there as well. So yeah, we just see like there, it did try and break away, and it did break away in the end. But obviously, it was one of those things. It had to come and stop us out first. It got rejected there. And then it came up later and retested and eventually broke through. But even then, it wasn't really, wasn't really going anywhere. Yeah, I think today every single push up was sold back down and every dump was bought back up. So just one of those days. But yeah, we were down a little bit by this point. Yeah, so was that. Yes, this one was a bit reckless. It actually reminded me a lot of the nonsense that we used to display. Looking for a reversal though. Yeah, I had to sit through a fair bit of drawdown. No stop loss on there as well, which, like I say, is the nonsense that we used to mess around doing. But yeah, we were quite confident with this one though that it was actually going to go up. I think my idea was I'm going to manually stop myself out of this. But whether I would have done it or not before the account got blown, I don't know. I wasn't too sure about that previous 5-minute candle there either. The formation of it, yeah, that big wick on the top, but it does tell you that there is a lot of buyers getting back into the market. So with that, I was quite confident because we had a big sell-off. Didn't quite get our full take profit, even though we did set it quite low. It was like a 20 point. Was it a 20? Was it 20 points? I don't know. Yeah, supposed to be. Yeah, so, but anyway, yeah, it was a good trade. Yeah, it worked. That's all we need to know. Covered a little bit from a big drop, and I took a little bit of a short here. Yeah, just a quick scalp on the NQs. So yeah, nice trades. Obviously broken this big bear flag that was forming. Not entirely sure whether we're going to see a continuation yet, so I didn't want to set my take profit too low, but yeah, we made a nice trade there. Yeah, looking at the 1 hour chart, got a bounce off of the 200 EMA, and yeah, we kind of waited a moment just to make sure it was actually going to really pull away, and then we took a cheeky short back down into those EMAs and VWAP. So yeah, nice one, that one. No, so this was a nice trade. It's just a shame I didn't stay in it a bit longer. Marked out a trend line. Market's making higher highs, higher lows, and yeah, took a trade off the bounce. Waited for confirmation on the lower time frame that it was actually reversing, and then went straight into it. Then again, this is only the 5 minute time frame, so yeah, a good trade and a good day.